Testing, testing. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. This computer's slow. This computer I'm on is very slow. Testing, testing. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Computer's slow. This computer I'm on is very slow. Testing, testing. Okay, guys. So, welcome back to the Water Dragon. It's been a while since I've done the book study, but here we are. The book study is a project that I love. I love to study. So welcome to the Water Dragon. Let's go. First slide, as usual, is hold on. That is incorrect. Let's go back a minute. Let's see. Like I said, this computer is slow. This is not the computer I usually use. Because this is a schedule that was made some time ago, and we're beyond weeks 1, 2, and 3. We're surpassed that. We are now using the schedule as a guide, more or less. So we're reading the book, The Art and Practice of Astral Projection by Ophiel. And we're also reading Mind Magic by Kevin Fulton. So hold on, let me look and find the slides. I think this is the slides. Yes, these are the slides. Okay. So let's start. Sorry about that, guys. Let's start. Present. Okay. Welcome to the Water Dragon. So yes, I'm the Water Dragon. It's a whole thing that I woke up to, learning who I am eternally, not just physically, finding out who my higher self is. And a big aspect of who I am is the Water Dragon. I resonate with that energy, the water, the mermaids, you name it, the ocean, the goddesses, the waters, Poseidon, and all that good stuff. I'll get to that in another, I'll make a video on that another time. Back to the book study. Yes, this is the slide. Introduction. So for anyone that's been following me, they'll know this statement right here has been so far like the blueprint of the makeup of these slides. And its ascension is the goal of this lifetime for those who are spiritually awakened. So we need to come to the understanding and knowing we don't exist yet. We are very real. Yes, we are real, yet the physical form is an illusion. So these incredible things that I've channeled about how we were mermaids and how we were able to fly and how we were able to, it's because we had more of a connection with the inner self, the inner world, knowing that the inner world manipulates the physical plane. So you can look at the playlist. There's a whole playlist of this breakdown about the different layers of bodies and such. So this is one of the other books that we were reading by Kevin Fulton. As this very statement in his book is one of the reasons why I chose this book. You are not your mind and you are not the body. These are actually tools available for your authentic inner self, consciousness, or pure being, whatever you want to call it, the higher self, the soul, so on. Okay, these different words are all indicate the same thing, and that thing is experience as pure presence. Okay, so the following is my own channeling, because a lot of the books that I was reading during the week, the book study, I had to break down, I had to figure it out, and I'm a clear channel, so I channeled some clarifications, and this is basically the sum up of the clarifications of consciousness and existence to the best of my knowledge at this time. So consciousness is everything. Knowing you are the pure being that observes itself in the physical form. You are observators. So as a conductor would be a conductor to a train, the consciousness is the observator, the conductor of its many planes of existence, which would be the physical form, the etherical form, the astral form, the mental form, the causal form. We have many layers of body. We are literally a consciousness that conducts its own life force energy. Consciousness creates its own soul. Consciousness is the all greater than the soul. Okay. Greater than the light body. You can ascend greater than the light body. Humanity, you are simply eyes looking into your own reality to learn lessons. So that's why I always emphasize that you cannot be a victim of your life circumstances. You literally chose to incarnate for these issues in your life, you know. Okay, so humanity, we are simply eyes looking into our own reality to learn lessons. We're literally the nothingness. The nothingness is consciousness. The nothingness, to say you don't exist, but yet you are real, is to understand you are not not a physical form, essentially, that your existence is more pliable than you know. So we create a physical form simply to learn lessons. Once again, you're not victims of your manifestations. Create now humanity with deliberate intent, with deliberate purpose. Okay, so if you look under this video, you'll see that there's many links to prior audiobooks, and also prior channeling as to observator. And I've also channeled the Dogon people in regards to the light body being greater than the light body. You want to be greater than even the light body. The understanding of the light body is the soul inflamed. You are greater than the diamond body, the light body, and the physical body. You're simply a consciousness, and then even then, consciousness itself can be broken down in many layers. Let's continue. Okay. Consciousness also refers to what is called the third eye. So consciousness, there's so many layers of consciousness. Consciousness is greater than the third eye, greater than the third eye. Because you need to understand you don't exist. Using the third eye, you're still saying, I exist, I exist. You do exist, but you're greater than the physical existence, okay? We are the consciousness that creates our reality. Consciousness can be broken down as well, just like the many layers of planes and bodies. Consciousness has different levels of awareness based on many different factors. I can get to that in a later date. So consciousness itself can be broken down as well, has many layers and planes, many levels of awareness and based on the many factors. So also the age of the soul, the age of the consciousness, the age of the, how old is your awareness? How long have you existed? That's when you really have to go inside. These are questions that family cannot answer. You need to answer those. because you need to go tap in through, I do it through meditation. That's one of the greatest ways to find out who you are, is to understand the inner planes by going within self and understanding who you are inwards, inwards. Okay. Simply remember humanity. You cannot be a victim of life circumstances. Always manifest your reality with presence, attention, and intention. Just saying we are an awareness is the very basic, because we don't even understand that much. That was a download from the other day. So it was funny because the other day I kept on saying, oh, we're just an awareness. We're just an awareness. And then like I said, I'm a clear channel. My channeling came through like, no, we're not just an awareness. There's many layers of levels of awareness. So just understanding that much would be the basic understanding that first we need to understand that we're not just a physical form. We exist in many bodies, multidimensionally, and then beyond bodies, we exist as a consciousness. That's why I said greater than the light body, greater than bodies today. Okay, let's get into it. I think the next slide, we get right into it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. I am not a singer, so don't judge me. Let's keep going, guys. Let's see. Okay, so welcome back. Art and Practice of Astral Projection by Ophiel. Okay, so I want to introduce you to the new book that we possibly will read in the future called The Kabbalah, A Beginner's Guide by Kate Readers. All right. So yes, we're continuing with the Art and Practice of Astral Projection by Ophiel. Let's continue. So once again, this is just a guide. We did week 1 and we did a review on week 1. Creation is you. So this is week 2. Well, this would be week 2. Don't mind those dates at this point because of the many hiccups or whatever. This is simply a guide. So we're on what is a familiar. And then next will be what religions are. So this is from The Art and Practice of Astral Projection by Ophiel. So we're almost done with this. You should definitely get this book, do the practice, understand yourself greater than yourself today, greater than yourself, greater than your physical self. Let's keep going. Okay, so discipline. I need some of that in my life. I've gotten better. I've gotten a lot better on discipline. So let's read discipline. So discipline. What's discipline? They're committed people. Disciplined people are true to their word. They avoid temptations. They take care of themselves. They work on developing good habits. They set boundaries. Healthy boundaries is always warranted. They follow schedules. They revel in routine. They lead their mind over their mood. They clearly define their goals. So this is all repetition, really, mostly. If you see my prior weeks, I have emphasized discipline a lot because this is what is needed in spirituality or any practice, anything you're taking on in your life. If you're taking it seriously, you have to have a certain level of discipline, and in order to have that consistency in your life. So the part where it says they lead with their mind over their body. Sorry, they lead with their mind over their mood, is to say you're no longer stuck. You don't let your emotions determine your work. A lot of times, you just don't feel like doing something. But if you're committed, like it says, committed people are true to their word. So the commitment is to self. In order to achieve, you're willing to surpass how you feel in order to get up to do what you need to do. They lead with their mind over their mood. They clearly define their goals. Okay. Okay, so discipline in meditation. Okay, so any type of spiritual work with results, we need to meditate. To experience presence and awareness, but must keep a routine and meditation, setting time during the day, okay? In order to know we exist beyond the physical form, you must know yourself as a consciousness through meditation. Meditation is one of the powerful tools to mind magic. Meditation is cultivating the inner world in order to manipulate and manifest in the physical plane. Start getting like a relationship. Like a lot of times, you guys are already such old souls. All of that which you have already manifested is already in there. And it's just a matter of tapping into that glory that is you today. Just close your eyes and tap into you. You already exist. Closing your eyes just acknowledges your existence beyond your current awareness and no longer set forth a narrow awareness of your existence. You want to be aware of yourself as said, multidimensionally and infinitely beyond any dimension, really, because as you get higher, it's no longer a matter of dimensions, but awareness and understanding awareness, or AKA consciousness. So yes, please do be aware of that. That was a channeling, by the way, guys. Okay, let's continue. Objectives. Meditation. That's going to be our objectives. We're going to go through meditation. What is the familiar? How to use the body of light as a familiar. Different ways and techniques to use your body of light to make your physical world a better place. Let's continue. Review. Oh my God, it's not a review, but well, in a way it is. It is a review of week 1, chapter 1, okay? Because week 1, chapter 1 of mind magic, the foundation of mind magic is meditation. So let's continue. Okay, definition of meditation. Perhaps the simplest way to define meditation is to say that it is a practice of relaxing the body, stilling the mind and senses, then focusing your awareness inward into silence. Practice to create a mode of consciousness which leads to a realization of some benefit, be it physical, mental, or spiritual. There are health benefits associated with the regular practice of meditation, such as reduction in tension, stress, anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and pain relief. The term meditation can be used to describe either a certain state of consciousness or the present use to induce that state. Studies have shown meditation to cause an increase in alpha waves in the brain. Okay. The state is associated with increased relaxation. So with deep, see, there's different levels in meditation, not just alpha. So the alpha is still the surface. You have also the theta, okay? So the delta is the waking state. I'm sorry, I think it's the beta. You have the beta is the waking state. The alpha is more of your relaxing state, is more where you can receive more. When you're watching television or if you're listening to this would be more so of an alpha state, because you have to be in an alpha state in order to perceive, to receive, to understand. And then you get into the theta. The theta is when you're going into deep meditation or hypnosis. Hypnosis and meditation is almost one and basically the same thing. You're tapping into those meditations. You're tapping into those different level of brain waves. I think theta brainwave is also the brainwave you tap into when you go to sleep. It might be a little deeper. Okay. Okay, so studies have shown meditation to cause an increase in calmness, clarity, alertness, stimulation of the imagination, creativity. The goal is to become as relaxed and still as possible while maintaining a very high level of alteredness and intense focus of awareness. So you need to be aware of awareness. That is the goal, to be aware of awareness. Be aware of your awareness is what makes you powerful, makes you strong. Meditation is primarily a means of preparing your consciousness for fruitful mind magic practice. It is an easy way of experiencing and establishing presence and a method of cultivating attention. This allows you to plant the seed of intentions in fertile soil. Okay, so let's read that again. Meditation is primarily a means of preparing your consciousness for mind magic. So for mind magic, meditation is the whole thing, because you're trying to set intentions to create something. Okay, so there in turn, where it says this allows you to plant the seed of your intentions in fertile soil. Okay, the soil would be your consciousness, because now you're in the meditation, you're aware of your consciousness. Meditation is a solid foundation upon which to build an effective mind magic practice, a pyramid of magic power, a complete structure of models and techniques that produce successful and consistent results. And then I went ahead and put a few, there are probably way more, of course, types of meditation. These are just a few that I've already gone through in prior weeks if you look into the playlist. So the type of meditations, and like I said, there are many more. So there's the japa meditation. We go into japa meditation with the different mantras, which is like, Om, okay, Lam, Ram, Vam, Ham, Yam, Ho, basically sound. And when with the japa meditations, you're using what they call a mala. It's similar to the rosary beads in many ways, but it's not a rosary bead. I think there's usually like 108 beads, and you fall into a trance as you do whatever mantra. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. There's so many different mantras that you can do. You have mindful meditation, okay, which is simply being aware, and movement meditation, which could be dance, and so much more. Okay, so anyone who's been watching me will know I go through this a lot. So this was chapter 2, week 4. The art and practice of astral projection by Ophiel, present, attention, and intention. So I broke down mind magic. This segment actually comes from the book Mind Magic. I don't know if I said that just now. Mind Magic by Kevin Fulton. Okay, so let's get right into it. Presence is passive. The now, the awareness, being aware of now, being aware of the awareness. The state or fact of existing, occurring. Example, you may simply enjoy the experience of pure being. Attention, active, concentrating on discrete aspects of awareness. Okay, so you have to be present in order to set attentions on the present. So that's why attention is when we're getting active. It's more of an active because now you concentrate on a discrete aspect of awareness. Okay, you have attention, right? So examples that focusing your awareness on your intentions while experiencing the state of presence. Be very clear about your deeply felt desires. Now, once you've established presence and you have attention, now you set intentions for your attentions. All right. So an example is deliberate focus around your purpose, and you will find them manifesting with effortless ease. So that's the whole point, is to meditate and to be in that awareness. Once you're in that, once you close your eyes, for the most part, you're already present. Okay. So disregard and just learn to become the observator. You're observing your thoughts, no matter what they are. Do not engage in your thoughts and get lost in the thoughts. So you're constantly a present. You're always a presence. You're always your true self, really. It's about setting attention, paying attention to that. Okay. Once you have attention, then you set intentions with and knowing and believing in your intentions that you're setting. So know yourself, speak humanity. That is what the power of meditation is about. Intentions. Okay, continuing spiritual education. Okay, yes. So as you know, we are doing the art and practice of the astral projection of Ophiel. And so therefore he has four methods: the little system, the dream method, the light body method, and the symbol system method. So we did the little system already. No, we didn't do the little system. I was drawn to do the dream methods. I was told that's the method we need. And a lot of people agreed to it. So I'm doing the light body method. Now the next is going to be the symbol system method, which I can't wait to find out what that's about. I actually read the little system already. I actually read that system first, but then they said, no, go to the dream method. But I follow spirit. It's all for a reason. Okay. Okay, so he states here, in the light body method, the author Ophiel, 40 years ago, when I first took up the occult, the first thing that attracted my attention was astral projection. All through these 40 years, I have given this subject my greatest attention. I first gathered all the information data that I could about astral projection. After a great deal of study of this material, I began to see some method to it, and gradually evolve the four systems that you are being given here in this book, systems that I have tested and found to work. Okay, let's keep going. Systems that I have tested and found to work. Okay, I am just making sure. Let's keep it pushing. Okay. Physical body, the etherical body, the astral body, the higher astral body, the lower astral body, the mental body, and the causal body. So I have not gone into all of them, but the 3 bodies that I have gone into in prior weeks, if you check out the playlist, I need to kind of relabel the playlist, but it says book study, and I get into it. Physical body, etherical body, astral body. I get into those 3. So as you see, we have the higher astral, lower astral, mental body, causal body, and the author, Ophiel, he emphasizes actually mastering the different layers of bodies so that you can so that you can understand the process. He says, like, in order to master the physical body, you have to understand and then the term bodies is loosely too, you know, because as you get into these, they're not really, and everything is energy, even the physical, so-called physical body is an energy, just a denser energy. So these energies in existence is what is the different bodies that we have to master. But you remember, we're not even just the layers of bodies, quote unquote bodies. We're also different levels of consciousness, okay, based on the awareness. So, okay, the art and practice of astral projection. So he says right here, this is the greatest secret of astral projection. Okay, he says the greatest secret of astral projection is you do not project anything. All you do is to transfer consciousness to another body other than the physical. So let's read that. That's what really, when we get into light body, what he talks about immensely. So let me read what he says. The reason why you don't remember is that he's speaking about the dreams. The bulk of your dreams is because a certain amount of your consciousness is still in your body, and another amount is a very small amount is actually in the astral realm. So it's about you also being conscious of consciousness while you are unconscious. While your physical body sleeps, you still have an awareness within you that is aware because you dream, right? So it's about being aware of the dream to the point that you understand the lucidity of the dream, so you understand that both worlds exist. Okay, so the reason why you don't remember is that the bulk of your consciousness is in the physical body and remains there most all your life unless you consciously transfer it elsewhere. And now you have the secret of astral projection in a nutshell. You do not project an etherical body or an astral body. You do not project anything. All you do is to transfer consciousness to another body other than the physical. All right, hopefully that is understood. Okay, so continue. I'm sure you guys can hear me. That's the fun part. Making sure you can hear me. Okay, so okay. Okay, let's continue. telling you this computer is slow. What is a familiar? By the art and practice of astral projection. Okay, let's get into it. And I put like cats, and because I know a familiar to also be animals. Okay, you can use animals as familiars as well. You can speak to the consciousness of the animals if they, with respect, of course. If they allow you to, you can speak to the consciousness of birds, crows, the cats, the earth, the sky. Everything has consciousness. Everything is an awareness. Okay. What is a familiar? A familiar is an old-time name for a sort of assistant associated extension of yourself. I think he did a very good job of saying that, because that's exactly what it is. An assistant associated extension of yourself, which the occultists living in the medieval ages was able to create out of other planes material using knowledge method from the system knowledge of the Kabbalah systems. You have been given the system so far in this book. To understand that many, all operations of inner plane magical operations are very closely connected and not far apart as one would think otherwise. Okay. So what is a familiar? This object, for those who are watching, make sure to hit the like button. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for being here. It's definitely okay if you haven't read the book. Okay. Okay, so this part I didn't really read through, but I put it in anyway. I thought it'd be informative. So he says, the object, the creation of a better physical life is you on the physical plane. Sorry, read that wrong. This object, the creation of a better physical life for you on the physical plane, is the avowed object of all the instructions of the Gnostic Society of Self-Development and Self-Knowledge and Self-Improvement. So that's up to you guys if you want to go ahead and do that. Again, as at the start of this book, I want to assure those of you who have some doubt about this work that there is nothing harmful or dangerous in this work. Actually, the knowledge itself is old stuff and has been used and practiced for untold ages and still is to this day. With the idea of giving you a tool to help you live a more satisfactory physical life, I'm going to give you the following information about how to use your body of light as an extension of yourself to accomplish many different things, the extension being commonly called a familiar. I will then give you a list of things that you can train your familiar to do and be, and so that you won't forget this importance. I will repeat this list at the end of this section. And he does. So body of light is an extension of yourself, okay? It's an extension of yourself to accomplish many different things, the extension being commonly called a familiar. I will then give you a list of things that you can train your familiar to do and be so that you won't forget this, its importance. Okay. Body of light, what is a familiar? Body of list. Okay, so this is the list. The first one, he goes, you can use your body of light as an extension of yourself and use this way. It becomes what is commonly known as a familiar. Okay, so when you use it as an extension of yourself, is known as a familiar. This familiar light body being made of material of inner planes can enter those planes freely and affect the matter material of those planes in any way that you direct it to do. Okay, because the inner planes is the planes that need to be manipulated. You can start circumstances working the way you want them to work. This is an important tool. This is a powerful tool that should stand you in good stead in this tough life. Okay. Okay, this is 2. You can use the familiar as a watcher. You can send it to a place where it will watch and record what is going on, and then report the information to you when you bring the familiar back to you. Now, he says it requires some special knowledge. Okay. This is another way you can use the body. You can use the familiar as a guard. You can form the familiar into the form of whatever animal you want to, or any other form that matters, and set to guard anything. If it is attacked, it will respond back with a fighting system that is used by the animal type form that you are using, just as if it were real, and it is real. Okay, this is another way. The body of light familiar can be used as a healing agent, somewhat in the following manner. This one is intriguing to me because I'm into healing. Transfer to the body of light form the particular illness that is troubling you. Okay, so you're taking the illness and transferring it to the form. You then treat and handle this illness through your power of imagination. You alter and change the picture illness. Then you see in your imagination into a picture condition of health. Okay, excuse me. You can do this for others easier. You can do this for others easier than you can do it for yourself as a rule. This is true for all occult work. So I don't know this to be true or not true. I'm not the type to say that all and everything, because spirituality is a very individual process. So I would say for most times it is easier to do occult work on others. Okay. But it has also required a great deal of occult experience and power knowledge, and this work should be undertaken only after this power, knowledge, and experience have been acquired. Okay. Body of light. List of things that you will be able to do with your light body familiar in its present state of development, and they are as follows. It is possible to rebuild in your imagination. Okay, so your body of light as you were when you were younger, or better than you were when you were younger, and by a system of transference, change back your physical body into the image of the body of light. That's indeed powerful. A sort of reverse process from your first building up process. This is a very important feature of this work, but again, it takes a great deal of advanced knowledge and training to develop power. I would say meditation, ask your spirit guides, get into dragon magic, because you can get, okay, they're saying I digress. But yeah, let's keep going. You can go into your body of light to the place in the inner planes where these, okay, so another reason, all things have a counterpart in the inner planes, like a corresponding, I think that would mean. In fact, the real thing is there and not here. So there's a lot of work happening inward right now. You can go in your body of light to the place in the inner planes where these counterparts are, and then merge yourself with the counterpart and thus control it. This is the basis of instruction referred to before you under the heads of instructions. How to become power, how to become a power in your job, lodge, town, group, school, etc. Okay. Body of light. Okay. This is another one. He says you can invoke in your imagination an image of some particular God force that you want to help you, and then merge your body of light into this God force image. Terrific experience. Wow, that is powerful. Indeed it is. Recap of what he taught. So he says, this is really nothing unusual. Everybody does this all the time, unconsciously, only you have done it deliberately. When this kind of work is done unconsciously, the object created is usually called a thought form. Thus, creating casually, they quickly disintegrate and do not last too long, barely long enough to do their job. However, the work you have done has been deliberate and was done with intention, and the form thus created can last for a long time. When you are not using the body of light, you must keep it inside your aura. Okay? You do this by willing it in that way. I didn't recap. I didn't put forth a recap. It's not a recap, really. All right. Well, the recap will be in the next time I see you guys. I'll do a short recap. And then we'll get into think about what religions are. What's a religion? That's what we get into to be continued, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Much love to all. I am headed out. Oh no. Okay. So I'm headed out. Thank you all. And that is what it's about today.